Morning, everyone. My name is Kenna Smith. I'm an author, a clinical hypnotherapist, and an entrepreneur. Some of you may know me, some of you may not, and that's okay. I wanted to talk to you this morning about the importance of self-care and balance, particularly in your business life and in your personal life, and why these two things are so incredibly important in creating success in your health and your wellness and just generally in your whole life. And I know there's a lot of people out there talking about balance and self-care, and especially during this time where we have a lot of stress in our lives. And a lot of us are stuck at home, and a lot of us are stressed, and all of this is going on. And, it's kind of a subject we need to talk about because a lot of us are out of balance. So the reason why I personally wanted to talk about this today is because I'm a little bit out of balance. And, I'm kind of one of those practice what you preach girls. So that's why I wanted to talk about it. Today, I woke up and I realized, yep, I'm out of balance. And how did I get here again? Because, I think I'm pretty good at keeping a balanced life. And so I wanted to talk about that today for everybody to really be aware of how do we get out of balance, and how do we find ourselves in this spot all the time, and how do we practice self-care, and what does that look like? Because it's kind of a word we throw around a lot, and most of us don't even know how to do it. So what I want to say is that self-care is very different for each and every one of us. It can mean a lot of different things, and it really is about finding what works for you and why. Why do we do self-care? What's the point, right? And so self-care for some people can literally be 10 minutes a day. And self-care for other people could mean needing to take a half a day or just one day a week. Sometimes it's taking a week off and flying to Mexico, and then you're good to go for a few months. And everybody knows what they need, and it's different for every person. Some people, they have a daily practice that they do, and that works for them. Some people are terrible at keeping routines, and they don't keep routines very well, and so they know that that's just not going to work for me. So what it really is about is being present and knowing what it is that you need, and being aware of when your body is talking to you and when you need to adjust what you're doing to work for you. And we are all different, and that's part of why self-care regimens don't work for everybody, and they certainly don't work for me. And one of the things that I've talked about in the past is that, I have a disability, and that makes it challenging for me to follow a lot of these self-care regimens, or to even know when I need to take care of myself. And, for me personally, having a disability is not a negative thing. A lot of people think that the word disability means is a bad thing, and we shouldn't say that. We shouldn't say, oh, I have a disability, because it means something negative. But I have to say, my having a disability is not a negative word for me. And we have to remember that words have power. They absolutely do. And when we say a word, it's not necessarily the word that has the power. It's the belief behind the word. It's what we associate to the word. So for some people, the word disability means that you can't do something, or that it limits you. And I have to tell you, for me, I have come to accept the word disability and understand it to mean, so I've associated the word disability to mean opportunity. And that for me means that I use that word, like when I hear the word disability, for me, it means I now have an opportunity to learn to do my life differently. It's given me an opportunity to slow down. It's given me an opportunity to be more present in my life. it's given me an opportunity to be more aware of what's happening in my body. It's given me an opportunity to pay attention to the things that I value, to really evaluate those things that are the most important to me. And so I actually am grateful for my disability because it makes me present and thankful and grateful and really focused, if that makes sense. And so when I use the term I have a disability, I don't see it as a limit. I see it as an opportunity. And so what that's done for me, it's made me become very self-loving and very self-aware and very excited about teaching others to become loving of themselves, warts and all, and to really learn to take care of themselves so that they don't end up with a broken body, right? And yeah, and so that's why I'm doing this video, really, is because, you know, I broke my body, and now I have to learn to live a different way. And part of that is wanting to show people that you don't have to get to where I'm at to start loving yourself. And so let's learn a little bit about self-care. What does it look like? How do we stay present, right? So yesterday, this is where I'm going to get real, okay? This is what happens for me when I have to get that wake-up call that I haven't been present. So yesterday I had a seizure. It was tough. I fell out of my house, down the front stairs, onto the ground, bumped my head, passed out, woke up with my dog slobbering all over my face. It was pretty terrible. I don't remember it. I don't remember falling. Don't remember the seizure. That always happens. It was pretty scary. I'm not going to lie. I was here by myself. Everybody was at work, and you know, I was bleeding from my head, and I got this great big bump on my leg with a big ugly bruise. I don't remember falling. I don't remember what happened. Don't know why it happened. You know, it was pretty scary, and I didn't know if I needed to go to the hospital or not. And I just kind of picked myself up and dusted myself off and cleaned the blood out of my hair, and came in the house and sat there and had a good cry. And I was just devastated. And I was like, why did this happen? How did this happen? And, you know, my first inclination is to blame myself and to say, geez, Kenna, you know, what are you doing? You're not taking care of yourself. And, you know, you're working too hard, and you should have done this and you should have done that. And, you know, you got to be more careful. And, you know, and right away I thought, why are you blaming yourself? That's not your fault. You have a neurological condition. Like, it's not your fault that you had a seizure. Stop doing that. And I realized that we all do this. You know, we blame ourselves in our brains when things don't go the way we want them to. That's our first thing we do. And I know I'm not alone in this because I hear it all the time. And I realized that I needed to kind of step outside myself and look back and say, okay, you need to be your own best friend here, not your worst enemy. Because if your best friend was here right now, she would not be getting mad at you for having a seizure. Aren't we so terrible to ourselves, people? Aren't we just terrible? And so I kind of just said to myself, okay, what would my best friend say? Well, first of all, she'd get me a warm blanket and a cup of tea, and she'd say, oh my gosh, are you okay? You know, and she'd help me out. So that's what I did for myself. I helped myself out. I became my own best friend, and I comforted myself. And I did what I needed to do to be calm. And then I took care of myself. I gave myself self-care, and I said, what do you need? And then I realized what I needed was to be present in my body, take care of myself, give myself what I needed. Oh, sorry about that. I should have turned my volume off on my phone. And so, you know, it's about self-care. And then today I woke up and I thought, yeah, you know what I really need? I need a day off. I need to just relax today. I need to just take a day, turn off the phone, turn off the computer, just relax and have a day off. That's what I need. That's my self-care for today. And I was sitting on the couch just having my nice warm cup of tea, and I thought, I need to tell others about this, because God gave me a gift. He gave me a gift to be able to communicate and to spread love and to see the best in others and to help people. And that's my gift, and I love doing it, and it's my passion. And I just had this burning desire to share with people that we need to love ourselves. We really do. And if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't love others. We can't, because we'll have nothing left. And so I just want to encourage everybody, to just really be your own best friend. Don't let that little voice in your head get you down. Don't let it be negative to you and say those terrible things, because we need to be our own best friends in life and really talk ourselves up, not bash ourselves down, because we are special. We're very, very special. There is no one else in this world quite like you. And there's no one that can do life like you can do life, because if you really think about it, we're very unique. We are incredibly unique and incredibly special. When you were born, there's nobody else on the planet just like you. There's no one with your eyes or your ears or your lips or your body. There's no one else who walks in your skin. There's no one else who talks just like you. There's no one else who has had the same experiences as you, good or bad. There's no one else that has had the same life experiences. There's no one else that can do things the way you do things. And that makes you unique. And that makes you incredibly special. And so you're worth it. You're worth taking care of. You're worth being pampered and being loved and being treated like a queen or a king. You are the most important person in your world. And you can't take care of your clients or your customers or your family or your children. You can't take care of anybody if you're not taking care of yourself first. So I really want to encourage you as you go about your day, building your businesses, taking care of your families and your friends, that if you don't take care of yourself first, if you don't really understand your true value and be your own best friend and love yourself, then you can't take care of anybody else. So really understand how unique you are, how special you are. Love yourself. Don't compare yourself to anybody else, because you're nobody else. You're just you. And every experience you've gone through has made you who you are today. It has made you better and better and better. And as you begin to love yourself, do those special things for yourself, whether it's, drinking a cup of tea, whether it's losing some weight, drinking some water, eating healthy food, taking your dog for a walk, hugging your children, building your businesses, building your home life, taking care of your spouses, your significant others, taking care of yourself, whatever it is that you need to do to be your best self, eating healthy, going for walks, whatever that is that you need to do that. Because as you do that, you will raise your vibration. Do what's right, regardless of what it costs you. Do more than is expected, right? Let passion be your fuel. Do those things, and you will raise your vibration. Your light will start to shine from the inside out, and you will glow. Have faith. Believe in something greater than yourself. Because as you do that, that's when your light shines. That's when you get that glow, that amazing glow. And you will start to attract to you people and events and situations that also glow, that are positive, that are amazing, that are uplifting. And you will start to attract to you all those wonderful things that you've been waiting for, all those amazing things that you long for, those dreams, those goals, those hopes. They will just start to naturally gravitate towards you. It's amazing when that happens. And it's like you just kind of sit back and go, what's going on? Like, how come all this is happening all of a sudden? Guess what? It's because you're glowing, you're vibrating, you're loving. You become love when you love yourself, when you care for yourself. And so I really want to encourage each and every one of you today, no matter what those tapes are in your head, no matter what you're telling yourself you can't do, you can. You absolutely can. Just start to care for yourself, love yourself, understand that you are unique, you are special, you are worth it, you deserve each and every little tiny bit of love you give yourself. And when you do that, you will start to shine and everything will come to you that you're waiting for. So I'm going to sign off today. I'm going to go take care of myself because I'm special. And I'm going to go love myself because I deserve it. I'm going to go take a Tylenol because my head hurts. And yeah, I just want to encourage you. And I love you. I love each and every one of you. I look forward to being able to encourage you in the future. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be able to share with you. I hope that you can feel my heart to yours. And yeah, I look forward to doing some more videos in the future. Take care. Love and light. Bye.